If you are an non-technical business founder and thinking about building a product, this one is for you. Because the first question is usually not how much does it cost, but where do I even start? So let's walk through it together. I'm heading to Interstellar in Munich, and there is always the same picture. A lot of energy startups with strong ideas, but with a lot of questions about how do they actually start doing that. They don't know where to start, they don't know who to hire first, and they don't know when the product is actually ready to show to investors. And because of this uncertainty, they either delay the beginning or make expensive decisions at the wrong moment. So this video is for them. Everything starts not with the code, but with discovery. And this is the stage where we answer three main questions. What are we building? For whom? And how does this product make money? Sounds simple, but this is where most startups make their first mistake. They skip the stage and go straight to development. 3 months later, it turns out they were building the wrong thing. Discovery takes 1 to 2 weeks. It's a clear document about what's in the MVP, what comes later, what it costs, no surprises. Then comes the MVP, and here is an important choice that affects both timeline and budget. First path, classic development, where team writes code manually and every decision goes through a human. It's reliable, it's predictable, and works well for complex systems where security and compliance are critical. For an energy startup, it will take 3 to 4 months for an MVP. Second path, a developer with AI agents. One experienced engineer that works alongside AI tools that handle the routine. It's faster, it's cheaper at the start, but only if there is a human oversight. Without this oversight, AI will generate code that nobody will able to maintain later. We work with both approaches, and we will always tell you honestly which one fits the best for your specific project, not which one is the most profitable for us. Regardless of the path, the first thing we do is architecture. That's what most vendors skip, and that's exactly why everything is being rewritten later. Launch is not the end of the work, it's the beginning of the most interesting part. Once the product is live, the real feedback from real users begins, and there are two scenarios. First, you validated the hypothesis. People are using it, paying, asking for more, and then we move to scaling, and that's a separate conversation. Second, something is off. Users behave differently than expected. And that's actually good news because you found out at the MVP stage, not after investing millions in the full scale development. Either way, you are moving forward with data, not assumptions. And finally, three mistakes I see most often. First is hiring a developer before understanding what they are building. A developer is not a strategist, they will build what you tell them. If there is no clear vision, the result will reflect that. Second, saving on architecture early on. First few months you don't notice it, but when it's time to scale, the foundation doesn't hold, and that's where everything is being rewritten at a much higher cost. Third is waiting until the product is ready before launch, but ready never comes. What exists is a real product that solves real problems of real users, and it needs to be shown to the world as soon as possible. Everything else will get refined later with the real market feedback. If you are at the stage of I have an idea but I don't know where to start, book a free diagnostic call.